Alright, what up, y'all? It's Matt's shop. So you can see I got my tire in my bed where I had it patched because I had a hole in it. And you can see right here where they marked on here with the wax crayon, you know, where the hole was. And it was a screw hole because the screw was in there and it popped out and it went flat really quick. And I know this tire's old and it's dry rotted. I need to get new ones, but I needed this patched right now because I'm not looking for tires right now. So I just need a quick fix. Now, they make a bunch of different types. Well, they make two different types that I know of. There's a gummy plug, which looks like a rubber fishing worm, like one of those little trout worms, the little tiny ones. I don't have any because I don't use them, but they make that one. And then they make a real patch, which is like an actual patch. And it's inside the tire. It patches the tube inside the tire because remember, these are tires, right? And on the inside there's a tube, the inner tube, which goes along the inside, you know, under all these layers, which is what actually holds the air. So there's tons of different layers. There's steel bands, we all know that, but there's an inner tube in there that's like, you know, like an inner tube, and that's what leaks because it punctures that. Because you notice sometimes, you know, you'll get a screw and it won't leak because it doesn't get into that inner tube, or it might just be tight in there enough to where no air leaks out. But this went all the way in through that inner tube, and what they do is they patch it right here. You can see that little plug, and you can see it's got a plug right there, so that's patched. And then on the inner tube they got a patch that goes like this, you know, well, it's gonna be bent like that, so it goes like that and it patches the inner tube. So this is the best way to do it. The little gummy plugs that look like fishing worms, don't ever use those. Do not ever use those on your vehicle, trailer, truck, car, van, SUV, whatever you got. Don't use them, okay? Unless you absolutely have to. Like if you're in a pinch out in the middle of nowhere and you somehow happen to have a little air compressor or something and you need to get back, you don't have a spare, you know, the spare's flat, I mean, you could pump it up, but just for scenario's sake, say, you know, you're in a situation where all you have is one of those little repair kits in your car and you need to fix it quick, okay? That's what that's meant for. Or like a riding lawnmower tire, who cares, right? Is never gonna get up to highway speeds. But you know, something that you and your family are gonna be in, you know, you don't want that in your tire because it just makes a mess, you know. If you leave that thing in there permanently, I don't know, you know, I don't use them, so I can't tell you. But from people that have worked at tire shops that I know, you know, they get those gummy plugs in there and they got to drill them out anyways to put the right plug in there, and then it gets all sticky and nasty, and just don't use them, please. So there's one place that I know that'll patch a tire for free, and they do it right. They don't use the gummy plugs, and that's Discount Tire or America's Tire in some places. Those guys will patch your tire for free, and I think some of them will balance it, you know, for free too. Just make sure it's good to go before they put it back on. And they do it right. They drill it out, plug it like this, and then they patch it. Now, I didn't go to them because they aren't near me, but all the other tire shops like Kaufman or any of the people like that, or like, you know, the smaller shops and stuff around here, they charge 20 bucks to patch it like this. So that's just something to keep in mind. You know, I'm running the spare right now, and I just took it off, went up there and said, you know, I got a hole, patch it, dropped it off, and then went about my business and came back and picked it up, because y'all know how bad it stinks to wait in the waiting room to get them to, you know, work on your tires. It takes forever. So if you're gonna have this done, just put the spare on, leave the spare on, and then drive up there, drop off the tire, have them patch it up for you, and then, you know, come back to the shop, because I know you'll have a shop because you're watching this video, and just put your tire back on there and maybe rotate them or whatever while you got it off. But you can see I got the spare on here right now, and yeah, I torqued the lugs because I'm super picky when it comes to this stuff. But you can see this is a tiny little spare. It's a 245 7017, and those are 285 7017s that I have on here. That's what I just showed y'all. You got a rock up here, but yeah, I got this spare on here. I'm just gonna put that thing back on here, and I'm gonna put it, it was on this side, I'm probably gonna put it on the other side and rotate them. You know, that's good to do. And check the pressure. Make sure you check the pressure in the tire, because when they fill them up, you know, to seat the bead, sometimes they overfill them. You know, they have specs where they fill them up to, like, they read the sidewall. But if they read the sidewall and it says, you know, I think this one is 44, if I can find it somewhere on here. Hold on. 2-ply. Right here. 44 psi. Right there. 44 psi. And that's kind of a weird pressure, you know. This spare is, I don't know what the load rating is, but those are, it's probably a P metric, P tire. This one back here, .285 7017, yeah. These are, I think they're load range E. They're 10-ply tires. They're Nitto trail grapplers. They're mud tires. But you can see, yeah, see, 80 psi cold. Hold on. Right there. I know it's kind of hard to see because it's dark. 80 psi cold. And yeah, I don't know anybody who's going to run 80 psi in one of these on a half-ton truck. So I keep these at like 50 or whatever, because I think 35 is too low for a tire that thick, you know. But run them at whatever pressure you want. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked here. The moral of the story is, get them to patch it, check the tire pressure, make sure it's what you want, get it back on there, and you're good to go. Just don't mess with those gummy plugs unless you absolutely have to. You know, if you're out in the middle of nowhere and you don't have a spare and you somehow have an air compressor, or, you know, you can go to a gas station and you don't have a spare, and you can, like a trailer tire, that's a good example. Trailer tire blows up, God forbid, and you have a gummy plug kit. You know, fix it, go to the gas station, fill it up with air, and then you're good to go. So get to the shop and then fix it the right way. Don't leave that in there. I know it's tempting, but don't leave it in there, because it's going to cause you trouble. And then once you get back to the shop, fix it, and then you're good to go. So I just figured I'd share that with y'all real quick, because, you know, like I said, I know people that work at tire shops in the past, and they hated when all those little gummy plugs come in there. You know, they look, you stick the tool in there, and I know there's videos all over the internet where they insert the tool like that, and then they pull them out, and I mean, just don't use them. You know, they're a temporary quick fix. Riding lawnmower, use them. Zero turn, use them. ATV, don't even think about it. There's too much terrain, you know, where it can mess up and leave you stranded. Fix that the right way. A wheelbarrow, you know, most wheelbarrows probably have a tube in them, but I just figured I'd share this with y'all real quick. He also said, you know, there wasn't any warranty with it. I asked him if there was a warranty. He's like, no, dude, there ain't no warranty, because, you know, once we drill it out and plug it up and patch it right, you know, it's pretty much good to go. And this tire doesn't look like it has too much life left in it, so I shouldn't be too bad off. You know, I'm not really worried about it. It should be good to go until this tire needs to be replaced. Alright, y'all, thanks for watching. If y'all enjoyed this video, which I know you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below for more automotive related videos. And let me know in the description what y'all think. You know, have you used these before? Had them patched, used the gummy plugs? You know, let me know your experiences in the comments. I'm interested to see what y'all think. Later.